Lehane. And again. Same again. And again.
In this video, I want to show you the things I did from the corner to help Pa focus on his job inside the cage. Some phrases to trigger confidence, some interactions to progress his career, and the play-by-play advice to help him win the rounds. Let's start backstage in the holding area. Now, just for context, this is the main event fight in an Ireland versus Mexico card. Our warm-up is already done. Myself, Pa, and Coach Dave Roach know the game plan. Right now, Pa is going through his pre-fight ritual. He doesn't need me screaming in his ear, he just needs space to lock in. My job, stay calm, anticipate what's needed next, and absorb any stress away from the athlete. Now, listen closely. What I say next is the first trigger phrase.
Okay, Pa, right hand green.
Right hand green. For those not familiar, this is the flag of the Republic of Ireland. Green, white, and orange. If I hold it backwards, I get Ivory Coast. Now, we love our friends from the Ivory Coast, but the Irish are a proud warrior nation. And for us to have this sovereign flag as a symbol of the sacrifice of generations of fighting Irish men and women, we've got to get it right. So, right hand green. On top of the historical significance, Pa has heard me say this phrase throughout his entire career. Every international bout he's had across the UK and Europe, the Middle East, the Far East and North America has been preceded by the phrase right hand green. That and the tricolour on his shoulders is a psychological anchor that brings the pride and adrenaline of every previous battle he's ever had into the cage with him. And all this at the perfect time due to one simple phrase, right hand green. Here's an interaction that some corners miss out on. Just before the fight starts, Campbell McLaren, owner of Combate Global and one of the founders of the UFC, comes up to me and says, I hope to see great things from your fighters.
Alright, I'm hoping to see great stuff from him, you know? 100%. You know, we love this guy. He loves it. He missed it so bad. He's so happy right now. I'm so happy.
I could have just nodded and smiled and got on with my job, but I didn't. I used this interaction to build on an important relationship. I expressed how excited Pa was to be back from injury and how much he'd missed Combate while he was off. Just small talk, right? Well, actually no, this is industry IQ. You don't just corner the fight, you corner the career. Trust me, all these small interactions add up.
Back to your quarters. We're ready to start round number one. Pa Lehane representing Ireland.
You may recognize Pa's opponent, Roberto Romero, who now fights in the UFC. He's an absolute powerhouse of an athlete from a great coach, Colin Oyama. Roberto has explosive kicks and loves to keep a tight clinch against the fence. I'm reminding Pa to use feints and to just touch. This is a phrase that reminds him to use non-committal strikes and not to get into a firefight early. Pa's a volume striker with incredible cardio, so his time usually comes in the later rounds. Against the fence, I just remind him about frames, thumb posts, wrist control and head position. He knows exactly what he's doing here, but there's no harm giving clear, concise instructions to keep your athlete focused on making good decisions in the moment. So between rounds, it's time for adjustments. Now, Pa has 3 takedowns, but Romero has the edge on cage control and power. So I'm guessing we're down around here. First, I let Pa know it's a close round, but we need the next 2. He's telling me that Roberto is slippery and he's finding it hard to get a grip of him. I remind him that the only grip you can trust is the grip with your own hands. Dig for underhooks, join your hands, and get your back off the fence. I reassure him, you're better in the striking, you're better in the wrestling, you've got this. Throughout the second round, I'm calling for Pa to keep his back to the centre of the cage and to circle off. It takes 1 or 2 exchanges against the fence before he starts to have success with the reversals. This ear pull was a particularly sweet moment.
The left hand. Yeah, there you go. Excellent listening, Pa. Let's go. Come on.
I can see Roberto starting to slow down. I want to make sure Pa sees it too so that he can shift through the gears and start to stretch his legs a bit.
He's after halving his speed now, Pa. Let's go. Come on. This is where we take over, Lehane.
I'm pretty sure it worked too because the commentary team picked up on what I said.
His corner telling him now's the time when we take over. Keep that jab in his face. Sound advice.
And by the end of the round, there's a clear shift in momentum.
The fighter from Ireland turning it on as we finish round number 2.
By round 3, I just start to lose my shit. I start screaming on every punch just to make sure that Pa keeps his momentum going, and also that the judges recognise the impact of every strike he lands.
Hey! Let's go, Lehane! Pa, he's busted up, let's go!
I'm calling for focus, accuracy and volume. All Pa needs to do is to keep doing what he's doing. His gas tank and efficient movement has left him with more energy on the home straight, and now it's his shot selection and footwork that keeps him winning the majority of the exchanges. As the bell rings, you can see I'm pretty confident that we got the round and the fight. Once the fight is done, first things first, we get in the cage and we show respect to our opponent and his coaches.
What a fight! What a fight! Well done. Very, very good.
Mouthpiece.
Oh,
Your guy's mouthpiece.
okay, thank you.
Then I go to Pa and I congratulate him on a great performance.
What a fight, Mr. Lehane. Fight of the night.
Remember that pre-fight chit-chat I had with Campbell McLaren? Well, here's the follow-up.
Did you miss him? You missed him, right?
Yeah, we did actually. You want to know who his biggest fan is? See the lady in the gold pant? That's your biggest fan there. The Irish lady. That's my wife.
Oh, brilliant.
Now that's arguably bigger than a win. That's a promoter remembering your fighter and the sound of future doors opening. We made it a top priority to circle back around at the end of the event to get this photograph with Pa's #1 fan. The live TV audience was amazing this night as well, and here you'll see Pa showing his appreciation for the crowd. Being in the corner is not just about calling combos, it's about being an anchor in the fight and a guide in the career. Calm, clear, useful, and always with an eye on the long game. Inside the cage, Pa fought the fight. Outside, I fought for him. And that's what a real corner does.
Yes, they love that!